Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our training video about how to add reading lists to your courses in BrightSpace. Where we left off was we were about to start adding materials to our reading list that we set up in the first video. So there's multiple different ways to add items to your list. The first one we're going to discuss is about utilizing an AI helper. So we're going to click on this link here that says import course materials. You can either add your list by clicking on this link, finding the file and uploading it. If that works for you, right now mine is being a little bit finicky. So I'm going to copy and paste my entire list, which is also a feature that you can do. And then you're going to hit create list. Either way that you make your list, the next screen is going to be the same. We are going to have the list name, the list description, and link to course. If this information right here doesn't automatically procreate, then we just want to go back to the title of our list, which can be found right here at the top of our BrightSpace page. Copy and paste that, and that's what we're going to put in here in link to course. While you're adding your AI list, please try to remember a few things. We want your list to be as detailed as possible beforehand. DOI numbers provide the most consistent matches. But if you don't have a DOI number, that's no problem. Just make sure that you are utilizing an exemplary complete citation. For accessibility purposes, try to make sure that we are utilizing HTML web pages alongside PDFs. This makes accessibility a little bit easier. When forming your list, please avoid unnecessary abbreviations or shorthand, as that may not work well with the AI. And after our list has been made, please check the final list. As it is AI, there can be some details that may be wrong, and we want to catch that before that goes out to your students. So once this is all filled in, we're going to hit Create List. Now we have our list here. That leaves us the chance to go through and make sure everything is correct. That is how you add a list utilizing the AI feature. The next option we're going to go over is creating a new list from scratch. You'll find that here right in the middle of our screen. We're going to click that link. This is very much the same as utilizing the AI feature to create your list. You will need a list name, you can add a description, and you will need a link to your course. So basically just the title of your course to add there, and that can be done by copy and pasting the title from BrightSpace. Once you have that finished, we're going to go to Next. In order to make our list, we need to choose how we want our sections organized. So we can just have it be a big long list by doing default. We can have the number of sections correlate to the weeks in the semester. So this one has 16, for instance, but you can also adjust to say 6 if you needed to. And that's very easily done. You can also manage your list by priority or optional reading. So we have required reading, optional reading. That's also a way that you can organize. We're going to go with the weeks option. Once you've made that selection, hit create list. Right. Now we are going to start adding materials to our brand new list. There are multiple ways to do this. First, we're going to search the library. We can search everything in our library, but we can also narrow it down if we would like. I'm going to search everything, and I'm going to do the United States in the 1920s. We're going to copy and save that so we don't have to keep doing it over and over. Okay, so here we have a book that we want to add. So we're going to hit the plus sign here in the bottom right corner, which means we want it added to our list. We can add it to the list, we can add it to suggested readings, or we can add it to our favorites list. We can also select which section we would like it. So say we're not doing it in order, but we would like it to go in week 9. We can do that. We can also add a tag. Is it a required reading? Is it optional? Optional? Is it recommended? Whatever it may be, we can add that. Once you're done, we're going to hit add. Item was added to our list. So if we exit out of this, we can see that in fact, our item was added to our list at week 9, right where we wanted it. Okay. The next way to add something to your list is to add from your favorites. As you can see here, we already have some favorite books added to our list. If you see one that you would like, for instance, this website is one that we want to add from my favorites. We're just going to click the plus sign. We're going to add it to our list. It's not a suggestion. We're going to add it to week 2 and hit add. There we go. Again, it was added to our list along with our one there on week 9. The next option to add would be add using the DOI or ISBN number. So we are going to use the ISBN number. Select the type you would like to use, and then paste the number of the book, which can easily be found online. Hit next. Now, we want to check that this is a book. We can also adjust to any of the other types of materials. And we want to make sure that the title is right for the book we are adding to our list. If this does not show up, you are able to add the title manually. Hit next. Now we also want to make sure that this information is as correct as it can be. We are also able to add more information if we would like. Hit next once that page is complete. This is where we're going to select where we want this added on our list. So we are going to add this to week 4. We don't want to hide it from students. We want them to be able to see it. We can add notes. We can also add a due date. Once all of your information is added that you would like, go ahead and click the Add button for that resource to be added to your list. The next way to add materials is again using AI with Import Course Materials. We're going to click on that, and again, we're going to utilize this. See if it will work this time. You can add a list, you can paste your reference materials, and again, it will add them to your list utilizing the AI. We are going to paste our few references in that we have. As you can see, they're as complete as I was able to get them. Once those are added, we're going to do import. Wait for the AI to work its magic. Okay, so these are the 3 items that we have. If we want to, we can add all of them to one place and hit add all items. Again, that would be a good time to check that those are all correct. Okay. The next way that we can add items would be to import references from a file. This allows you to select from RIS files, BibTeX files, or reference files. And this would be a matter of clicking to browse for a file and then going from there. Okay. The last way to add would be a manual entry. This is the way where you want to have as much information as you can about a about a resource. Okay. So we are going to add, let's see, a book, but it can also be a book chapter. It could be whatever you would like it to be. The title of the book is Daily Life in the United States. Spell it right. Daily Life in the United States. Okay, so there's a lot more here, but we're going to add. Then we fill in all of this information, the item details, which could either be found in a citation, on a website, wherever it may be. Then again, we would select where we want to add it, if we wanted hidden, the notes, the due date, and any tags that may be needed. Once you've completed that, we hit add again. Please take note that you are able to add new sections to your list should you like. You can add a title, a description, a start date, and an end date if it's happening at a certain point during the semester. And it also gives you an option on where to add, whether you want it to be after a certain week, first, or last, whichever it may be. We also have the option to add a new note to our list. So we can add a title, we can add the description of the note, and we can choose which section to add it under. So these are all various ways to customize your list. The last option to make a list would be select existing list. Select existing list. Here you will see all of the lists that we've been working on. Each course has two options: link course to this list or duplicate list. We are able to link this list to another course. Are you sure you want to link the course? Yes, we want that one, or cancel. To duplicate the list, we want to take the list name, the description, the link to the course, which is the only one we have here, but you may have different. Do you want shareable links to the original list to redirect to the duplicated list once it's published? That's where you get to select yes or no, and then you would hit create list. Adding all of these links can be monotonous. Luckily, Reading List thought of that. If you head up here to your gear icon, about halfway down, you will see a link for Cited. Cited is a really great tool that allows us to add web-based resources easily to our reading list. There are two ways to utilize Cited. One is through a browser extension. They have easy to follow instructions that walk you through how to add that to your toolbar. We also can use the bookmarklet feature, which is where we take this icon right here and add it up to your toolbar. Okay. Once you have it added, it's very easy to find a resource such as this. Click the Cite It button. It will analyze the resource, and then it will add it to your reading list. Fill in all the available options. So this is actually a magazine, but we're not going to mess with that right now. So if we had more time, we would go through, fill in every option. As you can see, there's a lot. You can edit the information that is available to the students, and it will let you pick where you'd like to put it. So you can add it to your favorites list, you can make it a suggestion, you can add it to a list. We want to add it to the list that we are currently working on, and we're going to put it in week 3. Add. When we go to our list, it is right there under week 3 for us. As far as all of these items being uploaded, accessibility is as follows regarding these reading list materials. If items are found by a professor, they must check accessibility and make any changes that are needed. If an item is purchased or scanned by the library will check for accessibility. Thank you for joining us. In the next video in our series, we will be discussing how to report broken links and ask questions in Reading List. Thank you and have a great day. Adding all of these links can